Hey there. So I quoted my grandfather the other day, and I'm getting ready to do this morning's video, and I thought I want to quote him again. I have this quote and it just fits. So I'm going to quote him twice in 1 week. My grandfather left us about 19 years ago. I can't believe it's that long since he passed away, but I think of him virtually every day, and all of his quotes and things that he would say to us ring true. And my siblings and my wife and my children and I, we quote him continually. And one of the things he said was, living is a learning experience. And that's a pretty cool thought. And whenever I quote him on a video, I like to go back and Google the quote and see where it came from. And I can't find the exact quote. I found something similar from Dennis Waitley, where he's saying, make sure that you make living a learning experience. And I found something from Yogi Berra that said, living is a learning experience only if we learn. So I think that takes what my grandfather was saying and makes it a little bit more purposeful. But regardless of that, how can we put that into practice today? If my grandfather said living is a learning experience, he was talking about life. Life is expansive. Life is a period of time, regardless of how long our life is. The entirety of our life is the entirety, whether we live a long time or not as long. But how can we take it to today, this moment? I'm in the process of trying to update a bio for my website. And that to me is a very challenging task because, one, I don't have a lot of words to use. Two, I don't want to make it all about me, but it's a bio. It's supposed to be all about me. But that makes me a little bit uncomfortable because I'm writing a bio so that I can connect with you. And so it really needs to be more about you, and that's a challenge. So I'm spending some time now, because I realize that's a gap for me, and I'm learning a little bit more about branding, because branding is how to connect what you do with what people need, or actually how to understand what they need, connect with that need, and do something to support them. So developing that personal brand. And I've got a long way to go to learn that. So knowing that's what I'm doing today, and that's the area that I've got the least expertise in, that I'm reading that at night. There's a couple of online seminars that I'm taking, and there's somebody that I follow that just wrote a book on the subject. And so I'm absorbing that while I work on this bio. And honestly, I've got some personal blocks because I don't want it to be an ego trip or anything. I want to make sure that it's right, that I'm kind of holding myself back a little bit. I'm working through that as well. No matter where we are at any moment in time, there's something we're doing that we can learn about. And so what's kind of a 3-step approach that we can take? Well, first, identify what you're doing at the moment. Is there something you're doing that's out of the ordinary? If there isn't, and everything you do is everything you always do, what's the one skill that you could add to? Now you don't want to take a weakness. You always want to build on your strengths, but what's an area that you really could build on that would add value to you and to others and to the services you provide or to the people that you're trying to serve? So figure out what that is. And that's the first step. And the second step is really to look for opportunities. What are some of the easy ways that you can get more information, more knowledge? It could be watching a YouTube video. It could be doing some Google searches and picking up material. Might be a little bit more involved, getting a hold of a book, taking a class, taking a seminar, watching a webinar. It could be any one of those things. So find out what's available. And then set a plan for how you're going to get it done. How are you going to fit that into your schedule? Many of you know, in addition to our business, I work a full-time job. I do this on the side out of my love for it. And I have a family. Granted, they're older. My wife and I are empty nesters, but we still spend a lot of time on family. So if I'm going to do something and I'm going to step out, I've got to really be careful and fit it in, because I want to make sure I take advantage of of the opportunities to learn, but I don't want to take away from my other responsibilities. And so how do you make that all fit together? So notice what you're doing and where you can grow. Find the best ways for you to be able to do that, and then find a way to make the time available to make that happen. Hope this helps. Have a great, great, great day.